I've been saying now for a few weeks that the Poleaxe is secretly one of the strongest weapons in Chivalry 2, and when I posted my video on the top 5 weapons, a very small minority of people questioned my inclusion of it. Now I have the feeling these people are what I like to call spreadsheet gamers, people who look at numbers on a Google Sheet and determine what's best while not actually using the weapon and learning its intricacies. You cannot quantify the importance of things like reach, footwork, and player mechanics on a spreadsheet, and these things all have a place in what makes a weapon strong or viable. I actually notice in game that the majority of players I come up against use every weapon in the exact same way, with no regard for its individual strengths and weaknesses. I'm Strider the Champ, and in today's video, I will teach you how to use the Poleaxe effectively with a quick tutorial followed by some gameplay where I point out effective Poleaxe techniques. Now, as we look at the Poleaxe's damage model, it does 40 base damage on a slash, 50 on an overhead, and another 50 on a thrust. And now if we hold down our input buttons for a heavy attack, we have 55 damage on our slashes with 70 on our overheads and thrusts. Now, while these numbers may initially seem underwhelming, the Poleaxe receives a 17% boost to damage against the Footman and a whopping 25% boost against the Knight, which is the most played class in the game. For reference, this brings a heavy stab up to 82 damage against a Knight, so the base numbers are only used against the Archer and Vanguard, who are already super squishy. Now, one of the most important aspects of using the Poleaxe effectively is managing distance, something that most players seem to have little to no regard for. We want to play our game around our stab attacks and focus on maintaining enough distance so that just the tip of our weapon strikes the enemy. When you get good at judging distance, even if an enemy blocks your strike, simple backwards footwork can move you out of range of their counterattack, forcing them to miss and handing you a free hit. Now, against some longer weapons, using a dodge straight back after striking an enemy will often bait them into countering and missing, allowing you to then punish them. Now, if we want to get into the nuances of offense, there are a few maneuvers that I like to consistently use when playing with the Poleaxe. First, I like to use the feint of a stab into a stab. This is my most utilized attack with the Poleaxe. I find it's very hard to read and often baits and fakes out enemies. I also like mixing feinting my overhands to stabs and vice versa. I only really use the slash as a change up or in 1vx situations where I want to hit multiple enemies with one swing. Now let's hop into a tournament grounds game. I joined about, I'd say, halfway through, and I managed to go 25-3. I'll point out when I'm using certain techniques during the gameplay. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and let me know what weapons you want to see me use next in the comments.